to talk about a little Blue Bomber fun talk. If you're choosing, we started this off with the triplets, quarterback, receiver, running back, but like Milt Stiegel is almost like an automatic. So we'll go for the quads. We'll go quarterback, wide receiver, running back, all time. Who are you taking from the Winnipeg Blue Bombers? I'll let you go first.
You know, I know there's guys like Kenny playing and all that, Dieter Brock, but I obviously didn't see Kenny playing or Dieter Brock. I don't really remember. So I'm going to go with a guy that I saw quite a bit, and the excitement was there. He had a bunch of yards. I'm going with Kahari Jones. I know he didn't end up with a Grey Cup or anything like that, but that offense with him at the helm was just something to watch and something exciting to watch. And it went well with Milt Stiegel, who was a great, obviously, wide receiver there.
Yeah. Don't worry about not seeing them. Heck, if we're doing this for NFL, I take Jim Brown in a second, and I didn't see a lick of that guy. For quarterback, I'm going to take Ralph Dieter Brock. The guy was MOP or MVP at the time in the CFL in 80-81. He still owns the Bomber passing records for over 29,000 yards. So I'm going to go Ralph Dieter Brock for quarterback.
Yeah, Kahari was second there, so
almost.
And to me, like Zach Collaros obviously has the Grey Cups. You know, not as much yards kind of thing. So,
yeah, I just that Dieter Brock, imagine him throwing the ball to Milt Stiegel. Oh, my goodness. So Milt Stiegel is one of the receivers. I'm going to start off with the other receiver, and this might be a surprise. No disrespect to Joe Poplawski. No disrespect to James Murphy, but I'm going to take Arlen Bruce III, 11th in the league in all-time receiving receptions, 11th all-time in receiving yards, 5th all-time in receiving touchdowns. That was a surprise to me. I'm going to take Arlen Bruce, although his career was all over the place. I'm going to take Arlen Bruce as that second receiver. How about you?
Yeah, I'm going with our guy, James Murphy. He's been on the podcast. Great interview. But you know what? He's one of those guys I remember from back in when I was younger, watching football and just enjoying watching him play.
Yeah.
And knowing that if he was having a wicked game, chances are the Bombers are winning. You know, and it was just he was so fun to watch.
Yeah, he was one of the OG goats.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, those 80s teams. Talking about 80s teams, we might have another player here at running back. I didn't pick him. I had to be a homer and take the Winnipegger, Andrew Harris, as the running back. Like, he was like the foundation that these championship teams were built upon. He's that Winnipegger that came home and helped get the team over the edge. So I can't go play, and he has a lot of yards. And he's a three times in a row Grey Cup winner and Canadian MOP, whatever, in the Grey Cup twice. Andrew Harris.
I agree with you on that to a sense, but I'm going to take Charles Roberts.
Fair.
Man, that guy, he was just exciting to watch. And there was some Bomber teams, you know, around when he was playing that weren't very good, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But he just always bring it. And to me, if that guy put in half the effort that probably Andrew Harris did, you know, what kind of player could he have been? Because he was those type of guys that could just go out there. He probably could have weighed 300 pounds and he still probably would have got those yards, you know. Like he just didn't care about the workout side of things, right?
No, he would have been like pinball. But I remember talking about Arlen Bruce. I remember seeing Arlen Bruce and Charles Roberts at Euphoria having a good time in Winnipeg, Canadians. Free plug.
Probably had a game the next day.
Oh, probably. And rushed for over 100. You know, Charles Roberts had 1,000-yard season every year except for his rookie year and his last year. That's crazy.
And I'm still bitter about that last year that they traded him away before the 10,000.
It was so mess seeing him in that BC uniform. It was so hard to watch that, and also at the same time watch him kind of not decline, but he just didn't have that step. He was not as Blink-ish.
No, I mean, if you're not working out and all that stuff, that's going to catch up to you as you age, right?
Yeah.
You can maybe get away with it in your 20s to your 30s kind of thing, but once you hit 30, if you're not working out, like ask Andrew Harris. If Andrew Harris didn't work out and do all this stuff he does, is he still playing today? No.
We got to find out how many times Charles Roberts hit that gym during the week.
We should get Charles Roberts on.
Oh, friends, if anyone knows how to get hold of Charles Roberts, we got a seat for him right here on Ray and Benny Talk Sports.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why I leaned in to say that. Let's move on. That was a little creepy. Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.